You won't believe that this is in Alvarado, Texas. I'm Stephanie Deeds with Point Realty, and I'm going to introduce you to my listing here at 1109 Nighthawk Trail in, yes, Alvarado, Texas. So while I'm standing out here, I just have to tell you, on the drive here, it was pretty funny because we're like driving through, you know, maybe not cornfields. I don't know that we actually have cornfields, but we saw a sign, goats for sale. Like, we're like driving through the middle of the country, sort of. And then here we are in this adorable, quaint, charming little neighborhood. Who knew that you could find this type of home, this new-ish construction? It's not a brand new home, it's just a couple years old. And it's right in the middle of sort of this very country feeling lifestyle, which is lovely. So you get to be away out in the quiet and the serenity of the country, but you still have like the neighborhood feel, the community and everything. So I just really love that about this listing. So basics here at 1109 Nighthawk Trail. We've got just over 1,500 square feet. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. The backyard is one of my favorite things because it's super private. So let's go take a look at it. Come on in and check it out. This floor plan, by the way, so often when you have 1,500 square feet, that's not a huge house, but I have to tell you that the way that the square footage is used in this floor plan is very well done, and it feels much more spacious, in my opinion, than the number 1,500 square feet. So as soon as I walk in the front door, I have my spare bedrooms. I've got 2 bedrooms separated by a bathroom. And again, like the square footage number in a 1,500 square foot house, you don't often get bedrooms that are this size, right? So this is a very good sized bedroom. I love the natural light that comes into it. Ceiling fans in all the bedrooms, good sized closet space, just very, very functional and attractive and all of that at the same time, right? So bathroom right between the 2 bedrooms, which is super convenient. And then of course you've got a mirrored bedroom on this side, again with the natural light and the ceiling fan, and lots of space and good closet space. So really, really functional plan. And the fact that the bedrooms are up here versus the master, or the primary, excuse me, is at the back of the house. You've got the split bedroom floor plan, which is really nice. Because if you've got, whether it's kids or parents or multi-generational or a roommate, whatever your living situation is, you have some separation between 2 sections, and so that's kind of nice. So as we come in, again, another thing, I love to tell you all the things I love about a house, and one in this, look at this entryway. Again, I hate to keep referring to the whole 1,500 square foot thing, but that is when you see that square footage on a house, you make some assumptions about it. And often in a house that size, you're going to walk in and you're sort of going to walk into the living room, and there's some size things that you know, when you're trying to really maximize space. But in this house, you still get really good size rooms. The living room's big, the kitchen's good size, all the bedrooms are good size, but they still have put in this lovely entryway. So it feels really welcoming, and there's room for an entryway table if you want. You can do wall art and all the good things that you would do in an entryway to just make it feel really super homey. Okay, we'll do the boring stuff first because the laundry room's right here. And I say boring, who loves to do laundry? Not me. I don't think anybody loves to do laundry, but this is a really good size laundry room. This is not just like a laundry closet. I have lots of room to move around here. And you've even got this little mud bench area, so going out to the garage. One thing I love about this mud bench area is that it is in the laundry room, where I'm gonna close you off with this door. So if you've got backpacks or, you know, work bags or, you know, dirty boots from whatever, you know, job you might have been working at, like all of that comes in this room. You close this door and no one can see it as they're coming down your entryway. So the laundry room and the mudroom area is fantastic. Now, I mentioned in the bedrooms how much I love the natural light in those rooms, but really the natural light is great through this entire house. So windows all across the side and the back. Now, follow me, by the way, to these windows, because I have to tell you, I was talking about the country feel out here in Alvarado and how this little neighborhood just exists inside of this like country area. Y'all, there are sunflowers coming up over the top of that fence. What a lovely backyard that we have out there. And I might not actually go out there because it's like 112 degrees, not really, but I'm exaggerating, but it is hot out there today. But great backyard. And I totally skipped the living room because I got so excited about all this natural light and what a pretty view it is out there. And there's so much privacy. The size, I'm just saying, I love how much space you have in this living room and how open it is to the kitchen and the dining area. Now, this is a table for 4, but I have a pretty good amount of space on either side of this table. If you wanted to put a longer table, you could seat probably 8 people at a dining room table in this area. So even though we've got a smaller table in here now, you do still have room for more people if you wanted. And you've got this bar area too, where you can put bar stools. Very good use of space. This is a great house for entertaining because as people come in, you know, your entryway leads you into this space and you've got this whole area right here for people to sort of congregate, and then your bar area and your table here. So I also am a big fan of the uniqueness of this kitchen. I think that sometimes in new construction we get cutter type of, this is unique to me. You don't always see this modern type of vent hood. I love the cabinets and the pulls on this, that it's different than what you see all the time. So this is really lovely. And even look at this wall of cabinetry here. This is something you don't see a lot either with the microwave here. So anyway, big fan of this kitchen, living room, all of this space. It really, really is lovely. Well-used space, good size space, lots of it, and just super functional. I will emphasize once again the size that we're working with. This is a great size primary bedroom. This is a king size bed. There's a nightstand on each side. I still have room probably in this corner if I wanted to create like a sitting area or something. You know, big full-size dresser here. There's room for a lot to be happening in this room. So the size again is just, it's super functional, and the separation again from the other bedroom. I love that we've got a split bedroom situation here. And when you come in here to the primary bathroom, another emphasis on size and space, nice big walk-in shower. If you've watched any of our other videos previously, it's a shame John's not here so that we can talk about how many people we could fit in this shower. You'll have to go watch our previous videos to understand why that's funny. But yeah, really good size shower, good size closet, dual sinks, you know, so you just have a lot of space here. There's things that people look for when they're buying their next home. Obviously, I joke that it's a little bit like a wedding dress. Sometimes when you walk into the house, it just feels like the right one. Similar to how a woman might put on a dress and know that that's the one she wants to wear, right? So there is a feeling that comes with walking into a house. And this house does have a very homey, just sort of positive vibe kind of happening inside of it. But the other thing that people look for is functionality and versatility and what works for their family, their situation, their living arrangements or whatever. And this, I just keep going back to the functionality of this floor plan. It's a very simple 3-2 house, but the split bedrooms, the way that the open area with the living room and the kitchen and all of that good stuff, the backyard being private, actually even the location in the neighborhood, it's not really on a thoroughfare street. There's a lot to love here. There's really a lot to love here. And I think that the next owner of this home is going to really love what it has to offer. So we do have one more thing to check out. There's a little bit of amenity in the neighborhood. We've got a park playground that we're going to go check out. Okay, so another thing to love about this house in Alvarado on Nighthawk is this playground pavilion community amenity that is open to the whole neighborhood. What an adorable playground. I love it. It's the Eagle Glen Speedway. They got like little car to kind of whatever. Super cute. Of course, you got swings, and then you've got the pavilion. So on a hot day like today, parents or caregivers or whoever can sit under the shade while the kids run around and enjoy. And check this out. This is so cool. I love that we have a little soccer field here. So cute. Okay, and I mean, can you not just see a group of, it doesn't even have to be kids, obviously, right? Like whether it's teenagers, college kids, adults, just having a little bit of fun out here on the soccer field. I love it. So one other thing to remember or to know about this neighborhood is that the school is literally like when you pull out of the neighborhood, it's like right there. It's right around the corner. So the school that this neighborhood is zoned to is super close by. So where you have the peace and tranquility of being kind of out in the country, you do have the convenience of having the school really close. It's going to be a quick commute to get kids dropped off in the morning, if that's something that's important to you in particular. So this house has a lot to love for anyone and everyone who might be interested in it. If you're upsizing, downsizing, first-time home buyers, whoever you are, whatever, this house has so much to offer in such a lovely community. Let us know if you'd like to take a look. Thanks so much for watching.